Good morning, student. Today we are going to study the geometric method or point method of measuring price elasticity of demand. We can say elasticity of demand. So, first of all, what is price elasticity of demand? We already discussed about price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand tells us how much the quantity demanded changes when the price changes. As per our law of demand, we know when price decreases, then our quantity demanded increases. And when price increases, our quantity demanded decreases. We know. Today we will learn how to measure elasticity at a particular point on the demand curve, along the demand curve. That is why this method is called the point method or geometric method. In this method, we can find elasticity of demand at a particular point on the demand curve. So look at the demand curve. Demand curve starts from point A on the y-axis and ends at point E on the x-axis. Suppose we want to find elasticity at any point on his demand curve. On this demand curve, so let's go for formula. In this method, there are there is some we can say there is one formula, that is elasticity of demand is equal to lower segment of the point upon upper segment of the point. So you should remember this formula because it is very important to find our elasticity of demand at any point of demand curve. So now let's understand each point. Point A. At point A, lower segment is AE and upper segment is 0. So elasticity of demand will be AE upon 0. So any number divided by 0, that answer will be infinity. You know. Therefore, elasticity is infinite. We can say uh, this is also called perfectly elastic demand, and its uh, it elasticity of demand uh, does not happen in practical way. Okay, so let's go for point B, that is a midpoint. At point B, lower segment is BE and upper segment is BA. Since both segments are equal, we are saying both segment, lower segment and upper segment are equal. So ED is equal to B upon BA. So that answer will be 1. So elasticity is equal to 1. This is called unitary elastic demand. You know, we also learn about elasticity of demand and this their category, their degrees. Let's go for point C. At point C, lower segment CE and upper segment is CA. Here C is greater than CA. So ED greater than 1. This is called elastic demand because it is more than 1. We can say elastic demand. Let's go for point D. At point D, lower segment is equal to DE and upper segment is equal to DA. So DE is smaller than DA. So we can say ed less than 1. We can say also inelastic demand. At last, let's go for point E. At point E, lower segment is 0, upper segment is EA. So ED 0 upon EA. That answer will be 0. So this is called perfectly unelastic demand. And I want to say perfectly unelastic demand and perfectly elastic demand can't happen in practical way in our practical uh, position. That type elasticity of demand can't happen. So let's, for a conclusion, I want to say at a point it is equal to infinite. We can say perfectly elastic. At point B it is equal to 1. We can say unitary elastic. Point number C, ED is greater than 1. We can say elastic demand. And point number D, it is less than 1. We can say inelastic demand. And last, at point E, it is equal to 0, perfectly unelastic demand. So students, you can remember this formula. ED is equal to lower segment of the point and upon upper segment of the point. So we can say that is geometric method, and we also say that is point method. Thank you for watching me. If you like my video, then you share it, subscribe my channel, to say your friends, your friend circle to subscribe my channel and share it. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.